Hey, we are not safe. Oh, I swear we are not safe in this country. At first, robbery used to be at night. It used to be on highways, even if it will be in people's houses. It's midnight that they used to do robbery. But now they know. They do robbery daytime. Daytime, you see, a weird then they are operating with guns, with motorbikes. Then they are free to go. So what shows that we are safe? Just yesterday, a policeman was shot. He was accompanying a bullion van, a car that was carrying money from bank to another place. Then he was seated in front. Then these robbers came, shot the policeman till he died, shot the driver till he got mercilessly hurt. When the accountant was also at the back, he also went out running for his life. Then they spilled bullets at him, they shot, and then accidentally that bullet got a woman in her own room. So 2 people died in the incident and 2 other people were hurt. So wallah, it's not fearful. So if armed robbers could do this to people who were supposed to protect us, that's the police, how about you and I? How about we civilians who are unarmed? This makes it very, very fearful. Wallahi, it's very, very fearful. Broad daylight, broad daylight. These armed robbers made away with the money and then the gun of the policeman. So it's very, very sad. You see the guy, wallahi, is such a young guy. A guy, they said he's 28 years. Very fresh guy, I swear. He has families. He have mom, parents. If he's married, he have wife and children. Wallahi, cold, to be murdered in the cold blood. Wallahi. So when the people robbers realize the system is weak, that's what happens. That is what happens. Yeah, because if robbery used to be at night because they feared police, but now it's daytime and they do not care whether it is around police station or not, that means they have some guts. You understand? So, and the sad thing is that they call the police and the police arrive there late. Every time our police arrive late. So it's very, very sad. A young guy gone for free. The systems need to work. The systems need to work. You should stop coming. We are doing reports. Stop that thing. Work. Must incidents happen before you come doing reports? Must it be only a single policeman that needs to accompany a car? Must it be that type of car that needs to carry that money? Because what I heard was that according to a meeting that was chaired by Andani, a banker, one of our great bankers in Ghana, they made a recommendation where they said that banks need to buy armored cars that will be used to transport money, and that needs to the deadline will be on in 2023. So because the deadline is not there, banks have relaxed. Yes, banks have relaxed. They will not buy the armored car unless those times reach. Look at what is happening. Imagine this car was an armored car. If they shoot, it will not enter. If they shoot the glass, free. And that even without police, you could go and transport the money. But now, look, every time Ghanaian, we are waiting for the deadline before we do things. But even with the police, is it only a single police that needs to accompany a car? Look at the gun that he is holding, a long gun. Before you cock it and come back, you'll be late. So the system needs to change. The system needs to change. Where they need to give the police good guns, give them what's this? Now police have become like camouflage. They're just following, and when incident happen, they are the first people to die. So if now your relative is working as a policeman, you are just praying. You are relying on only Allah. You cannot be sure of anything. It's very sad, wallahi. It's very, very sad. So this young guy like this, small money police will pay him. Small money the banks too will pay. See, he's gone. He's gone for free. Wallah, he's gone. The police system needs to work. The judicial system needs to improve. They should stop talking plenty and politicizing everything. The system is not working. We are suffering. And they'll come and read long speech. People are suffering. Just a few days ago, a robbery incident occurred somewhere in Accra again. A foreign group was attacked daylight. Broad daylight, they were firing guns. A few days ago, I was told that around where I stay here, for security reasons I don't want to mention, the landlord just came out of his house and he was making a call. Then the robbers just came with their motorbike. Then all of a sudden they just stopped there, took his phone, and they are gone. Yeah, they'll show you gun, they'll show you knife. This same thing happened to me. You see, if it is happening somewhere else, you think it is far, it is not you. Until it happens to you or someone you are close to, that is when you know that we are in this suffering. This happened to one of my brother at Circle Kanesi there. He was walking with his wife. The wife was in front, he was at the back. Then the robbers just came in between, showed him weapon, showed him knife. Then they took the phone away. So now it is scary to be walking and be pressing your phone. We should stop that thing. Walking and pressing your phone. Anytime, even in the middle of the road, that you are sure even thousands of people are passing, it is scary. Stop that thing. So, wallahi, may Almighty Allah protect us, but we need to do what we can. The system is not working. The government, the police service is weak. And even look, there's a Gimpa road. That road has become so terrible. What are we doing? What is the judicial system doing? What is it doing? Is it about reports? Is it about talking plenty? The police system needs to be deployed well. They need to be well serviced. They need to have good weapons. They need to be strategized. If the system is getting worse with motorbikes and guns, then they need to also strategize, stand at suspected areas, deploy themselves, use motorbikes. It's not just about cars. Give them motorbikes, strong ones, speedy ones. You need to check the security system. Where from the guns that the robbers are using. We will sit down. This thing has happened. We will sit down. We'll talk. It will go again. Another thing will happen. They will come again and talk again. This is happening every time. Just a few days ago. Now it's not only about. Hi. Is Ghana really safe? Right now, you don't even fear only robbers or even your colleague. You must fear your colleague. A lady allegedly killed her colleague in a hotel room. Yeah, it happened in one of the places. A student of GH Media. A lady allegedly killed her colleague. Then another one too. Just in this month of June, we are hearing all these stories. Another one too. At one of the places, is it Eastern, Central region there, but a taxi driver was, struggling with a car snatcher. The car snatcher wanted to take his car away. Then when the car snatcher succeeded, he tied the person to the car and he pulled him around town till the taxi driver died. Are we safe? We're talking about security here. This is about politics. If you sit somewhere and you think, and this is just some kind of talk, we don't pray that it will happen to you, but until it happens to you or your colleague or someone you're close to, that is when you know that this is not about scream. Oh, wallahi, it's very, very scary. Now, this thing that just happened, now if you have a friend or a colleague who is going to be a police, now you'll be scared. Just because of some stupid people decide not to work. Our system is weak. Even when these robbers are attacked, are captured, they don't put it at the public display, the punishment they go through. They don't put it at display. This person has been sentenced. You barely hear those news. So things need to work. The government side, the police side, the banks, our own people. We need to be security-wise activated. Right now, if you are going somewhere with somebody, whether you know the person, don't know the person, you need to tell another person you are going somewhere with this person, because you can't trust your colleague. Wallahi, this is a very, very sad incident. It's not something you laugh about or no. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.